Now there's so many things that can have an impact on this. Thickness of your saddle, the length, the degrees your legs are going to be at, and all those things are made up by guys that they know a thing or two, but they don't look at the people and at the body. And I've been looking at a few videos online and trying to see what other people say about this. And I'm very, very happy to find out that there's more and more people that has the same idea around setups and bike setups as I do. Yes, there's a few things and a few key points that you need to look at and work from that. But I think the most important thing is to get your rider comfortable on the bike and look at how the body is performing. Now in this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 easy ways that you can measure or set up your saddle height at home, needing very little to almost no experience on this. And you don't need a trainer. If you've got a trainer, it will make your life a lot easier. If you've got a cell phone, you can record yourself to see the difference it makes. But I'm going to show you guys 3 easy ways to set up your saddle height at home. Let's do this. Alright, so I think the best thing will be is grab something. I'm still going to grab this. It's a nice big thing so you can work with this easy. It's nice and flat, so it's not too small, it's not too round, it's obviously not too wide, otherwise that will be super difficult. You're going to need a pen. Grab a wall, stand against the wall. So if you've got someone to help you, it will be a lot easier to make sure that you've got this pipe or whatever you're going to use level. And then you're going to take your pen, make a small mark on top of that thing. Like I said, if you've got someone to help you, it will make life a lot easier. Now you've got your little mark, grab your measuring tape, and then we're going to measure the height that our inseam is. Now this is very easy. We're just going to measure from the ground up to the top part of that little mark that we've made. And then we're going to do the small calculation that I'll show you guys just now. And then we should be close to a very good starting seat height. Alright. So I think for the previous step it will be a little bit easier if you've got someone to help you just to get that measurement on dot, and don't use something too thin. Your measurement will come out higher and you will never sit on something that's that thin. That's why you saw I used a roof rack. I know it's overkill, but you can use that, and if you've got someone to help you, you can make sure that that thing is level so that you get the best measurement. Otherwise, if you measure it underneath your bum, it might be lower than it should be, or it might even be higher than it should be. So if you're going to get someone to help you keep that thing, let's say level, it should help you a lot with the measurement and getting the right measurement at the end. So try to use something a bit flatter, maybe a bit wider, to take your inseam. Now the inseam is the length of your leg from the ground up as high as you can go onto your bum. And now then you take that and mine was 87, so you timed it by 0.883, and we got to about 76 point some change. And now where you want to measure that is from the center line of your BB or this bolt up to the point of your saddle. Now what I usually do is, there is a few different ways, but like I said, this is the easiest one. And you can run that all the way through your seat post to the top of your saddle. So remember, when you're measuring that, do not make the mistake of looking at your saddle at an angle. Make sure that you see the whole flat part of your saddle. That means if you're looking at your saddle, you can see both of the curves there. Then you know you're looking straight at your saddle from the right eye height, and then you can get the height from there. So let's do this. I'm going to take one from there, take it all the way up. I'm going to lift my body up a little bit, and obviously my saddle is at the right height at the moment, but that's the first way you'll measure it. Now for the second way you're going to measure it, you're going to use the same measuring that we did just now, measuring your inseam, and then what you can do is you can subtract 10 centimeters of that. Now this is not 100% the right way to do it, but that's just another way of you to get your saddle to, let's say, approximate height. So take your inseam, less 10 centimeters, and then you can do the same measurement from the center of your BB up to the top of your saddle. And like I said, that should get you to a starting point of your saddle. Now with these two methods, what you can do is, once you've got your saddle height, I'd recommend you drop it another 5 mils on your mountain bike. So 5 millimeters, it's not a lot. So if you know how these things work, from there only till there is 5 millimeters. So I'd recommend you drop it another 5 mil for the starting point. Now this is not going to sort out all the bum issues and the pains that you get, because we'll have to look at your handlebars in the next video. Now the last method I'm going to show you guys is probably one of the most underrated ones, but it's one of the most accurate ones for me to get started with, and it's maybe one of the easiest as well. So let me show you that one quickly. Now for this last one, it'll help a lot if you've got something like a trainer. A trainer is one of those things that you put your bike on so you can train with it in-house. And so if you've got one of those, it'll help. Otherwise, just do the next step. Now if you can get your bike next to something that's quite high and that's nice and sturdy, do that, get onto your bike, and then, like I said, this one is one of the most underrated ones that I think possible to get your seat to a very good starting point. Now, just once again, this is not a professional setup, and it's not something that you must stick by until the end of times. As your body changes, you will have to go for a setup by a professional. But this is something that when you buy a bike, you can get home, you can get your saddle to the best starting height as possible. And like I said, this whole series I'm doing will get you into a very comfy position on your bike, and then we'll get into the training and nutrition and all those things. But for now, let's do the last measurement on your saddle and you should be good to go. Like I said, if you've got a stationary trainer at home, this will help you quite a lot. Otherwise, just make sure that you keep your bike as upright as possible. How you do that is look straight down to your top tube. Make sure the top tube and the bottom tube cancels each other out. So when you're looking from the top, you'll only see the one. Take your crank to the bottom as far as possible. Make sure like I said, if you've got a trainer, this will help a lot because you'll have both hands on the handlebars, which will make sure that your body is upright as well. But if not, this is a very good way to do it. Then you can just put your heel onto it. Now my saddle is a little bit higher than it should be, but this is the way I ride it. For you guys, it will make a big difference. So what you do is put your heel onto the pedal, and your leg shouldn't be as stretched as mine. Mine is too high for average. And then if you've got your heel on your pedal, and you can put a little bit of pressure on your heel without leaning over on your bike, then you've got a pretty good starting saddle height. Now look what happens with my leg. The moment I move it back, so that my cleat position is correct on that. And if you guys don't know about cleat position, do ask me, I will make a video on that. But if you get it back to the cleat position, for me personally and my leg and my body build, this is a very good power point for me, and that's a pretty good saddle height for myself. So guys, that's just 3 ways that you can set your saddle height at home. Like I said, it's just 3 easy ways to get you started. I will continue making more videos on these, getting you very comfortable on your bike. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a fat thumbs up. Please do subscribe and do share the videos. There's a whole series coming of this, and I hope you guys enjoy it.